Welcome to Rebel Chaser. My name is Gail, and I have a video for you from Judge Prill in Michigan. He is hearing a divorce the marriage was only a 16-month marriage, and the husband was forced to leave the home, which was his home prior to this 16-month marriage, because of a no contact order. So he left. The wife, though, she completely trashed the house, never cleaned up anything. But it's definitely not her fault. She blames something else. I'll let you guys watch.
7669 DO, it's time of day except for the divorce trial. Parties are present in the courtroom. And will both parties please raise your right hands?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Thank you. You may put your hands down. Prior to going on the record, the court did inquire off the record of Ms. Risky, the status of the matter. And as I was advised, and the defendant was not in the court at the time. However, I was advised that there may be some property issues involved, and that's why we're here for purposes of today's proceeding. It was the understanding initially that an agreement was reached. There may still be an agreement. I'm not sure. But I was advised that there may be some testimony that may need to be provided. Ms. Risky, is that a fair statement of our conversation?
That is, Your Honor.
And did the court say anything about what the court was going to do regarding disposition of this file, or try to curry any favor with the court by our conversation?
No, Your Honor. Actually, I was the one who advised you of that, and you just said, "Are you ready to proceed?" And I said yes, and then here I said there was no conversation with the court.
All right, thank you. So you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. First, first, I'm just going to provide to the court a proposed exhibit, a certified copy of the deed for the home located in Sebring. That was the part of that, just to get that off. Take care of that.
I don't understand. That's just merely the deed?
That's merely the deed, but it's been certified by.
All right, what is the understanding regarding the disposition of the marital home?
Well, it's not the marital home because it was purchased prior to marriage and it was his solely. Right. I'm doing it for the record.
Okay.
And since the certified copy is authenticating it.
Are you asking for any interest in the home?
No.
Okay. Simply put, we'll have it marked in minutes -1.
And I would call Patrick Golan.
All right, you can stay right there.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Patrick Joseph Gola, Patrick Gola.
Okay. Were you married on April 14th of 2023 to Amanda Sharp?
Yes.
Her name prior to your marriage was Amanda Sharp, is that correct?
Yes.
Can you spell the last name?
Sharp or Gola?
No. The maiden name.
Sharp, SHRARPE.
Stand by a moment. Deputy, is there an issue?
No, are you good? They told me that you called over.
Yes, I did. That case just ended.
Okay.
Stand by.
Yep.
Anything going on, folks?
He violated my PPO 3 steps out this door by threatening me.
I didn't do anything but try to walk past her.
Well,
Did she leave and I leave?
but if you want to file a complaint, contact law enforcement. I can't be involved.
I went to the sheriff and they sent me to the Bad Axe Police and they sent me back here.
I'll stay here.
They said they have to pull the hallway cameras to prove it and then file a complaint from there.
Okay, then that's what they're going to do.
So who do I talk to?
You contacted Bad Axe Police Department. They'll follow through with the complaint. Stay in touch with them.
Okay.
Okay?
Will they though? Because that doesn't seem to be happening.
You know how to reach them. Contact them if you have any questions.
This one. Do you want me to escort them out separately?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then I'll take care of the matter. Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
And sir, if you wouldn't mind removing your cap while you're in front of us. Thank you, unless it's religious purposes. Go ahead, Mr. Risky.
Okay, thank you. You've been a resident of the state of Michigan for the last 180 days prior to filing the complaint for divorce, is that correct? And for the 10 days preceding the filing, you were a resident of Huron County, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you and the defendant cohabitated together as husband and wife from approximately August to December of 2023, is that correct?
Yes.
There are no children
No.
of this marriage, and to your knowledge, is the defendant pregnant?
Not that I know.
And in regards to some property, you have a home located at 17 Charles Miller in Sebring, is that correct?
Yes.
And that was your home prior to marriage, correct?
Yes.
You do have any retirement accounts?
No.
Any life insurance accounts?
No.
Do you have vehicles in your name?
Yes.
Okay, were those vehicles titled exclusively to you?
Yes.
Okay. Did you acquire any marital debt?
Yeah.
Did you acquire any marital assets?
No.
Okay. We were before this court previously for a temporary relief motion in regards to your home in Sebring, is that correct?
Yes.
And that was at the end of May of 2024.
Correct.
And this honorable court ordered that you would be allowed to return to your home after 30 days, is that correct?
Yes.
And on July 1st, 2024, you had went back to the marital home, is that correct?
Yes.
And did you go to that home alone?
No, I took officer with me
Okay. And what was the purpose of taking the officer with you?
just because I didn't want any issues.
Now, when you had been able to obtain access to your home, did you notice that there was any type of property damage or property missing?
Oh, yeah.
So upon your review, there was a mattress missing, is that correct?
Correct.
There were curtains and the toaster missing,
Correct.
an air fryer and a Blackstone grill and air fryer combo, is that correct?
Correct.
There was hygiene products such as a new platinum toothbrush, correct? Various decor items like Halloween, Christmas, and clocks and such.
Correct.
There were multiple knives missing.
Yeah.
Like collectible items. Bath towels, is that correct?
Yes.
The extra set of keys to the vehicle that you drive.
Yes.
There were multiple electronic devices that were missing.
Yeah.
Did that include a Wii, a PlayStation 5?
Yes.
Okay. Were there also security cameras missing?
Yep.
Brand new ones?
2 of them.
And there were multiple tools that you showcase, that
Correct.
you use, like a
3/4 inch impact.
yes, and there were missing air conditioners, is that true?
Correct. 2 of them.
There was missing decor and towels from the bathroom, is that correct?
Just took all my towels.
And there was missing storage benches and folding steps from the kitchen, is that correct?
Yes.
Missing Roku boxes.
Yep.
Missing pool stick. Missing one of your garage door openers, is that correct?
Correct.
There was an iPhone, iPad radio that was missing, is that correct?
Correct.
Rodent repeller,
Correct.
your heated jacket with battery.
Yeah.
Your new work boots that were still in the box were missing.
Still raining.
Your minor son's bike was missing.
Correct.
Your TV soundbar,
Correct.
your electric air compressor.
Correct.
And that is something that you had received from your grandmother upon her
Grandmother was
passing.
passed away.
So that has some sentimental value to you. There were missing fish poles and reels.
Yeah, and tackle boxes.
And were the tackle boxes full of tackle?
Oh, yeah.
And was that tackle cheap?
No.
And there were multiple missing tents.
One was a sleep-in tent, and the other one's a pop-up canopy that I just received from a Perkins mud bog last year from Florida that were sitting next to us.
Okay. And was there a screen tent also?
Yeah.
Were you missing multiple things for your outside animals?
Yes, my leashes, everything are gone.
What about a 50-foot high visibility extension cord?
Brand new extension, that's missing too.
5 cubic foot chest freezer?
Yeah.
What about a garage dolly?
Yeah, just like a dolly cart.
Okay, but that was also something that you had received from your father, who is now passed,
From my stepfather. yes.
stepfather, and that also has some sentimental value to you?
Correct.
There was a Bluetooth speaker?
Yep.
Okay. And the replacement value to replace all of these items is on the low end, about $7,500, is that correct?
Correct.
Now, all of these items that I had just listed off, were those yours prior to your marriage to Ms. Gola?
Correct.
Correct. Now, when you got into the home, was the home in good condition?
It was sickening, and it almost made me throw up. An officer that was there, he turned around and walked right back out.
Okay. Now, there are multiple issues with the condition of the home, is that correct?
Yes,
You've had to do some extensive cleaning.
very much.
You've had to bomb the home for fleas.
5 times.
There is ruined carpet in multiple rooms of the home.
Like, just mainly the living room and 1 bedroom upstairs, but the tile floors are trashed.
That would be in the kitchen, the bathroom, and the mudroom?
Yes,
Okay. There's also some damage to a wall.
the door, the dog,
Or the
the
door.
dog ate through the door.
Okay. And replacement value at a minimum, just to replace the materials for the carpet and the floor, would be about approximately $1,500.
Correct,
And that's just for the materials, correct?
correct, that's not labor.
Right, because you would be the individual who would do the labor, correct? But you also work full-time?
Yes,
And I'm gonna show you some of these. Show you this stack of pictures. Let me back up. So when you got back into the home, did your home have a lawn?
yes,
Okay. Was the lawn taken care of?
yeah, she had her boyfriend do it, Brandon, right there.
Okay. So that was the only thing that was taken care of was the outside?
Yep.
Okay. Now, how much time did you spend cleaning the home?
Well, I got back in there July 1st, and I just bombed the house last weekend again, so I'm still, you know,
Did you open the microwave?
yeah, moldy pizza,
And what did the house smell like?
smell like dirty diapers, feces. There was 5 kitty litter boxes full of moldy cat crap and feces.
Okay. Was there animal feces just directly on the ground?
Oh, just right on the living kitchen floor, in the corner, on the other side of the table.
I am going to show you a series of pictures. You recognize these photographs?
Yep. See much feces in the toilet. Yes, I took all these pictures.
You took all of those pictures, Mr. Gola?
Yes.
And you took those pictures when you returned to the home on July 1st, is that correct? I provided a copy to Ms. Gola. I'm going to provide a copy to the court, and I'd asked for the court to admit it as one exhibit.
Any other foundation?
So there are pictures of his home that he took personally, and that he took them on the day that he had returned home. Mr. Gola, do these photographs accurately depict what you had witnessed when you
When I
went back
walked
to the
into,
home and
yes,
took
ma'am.
photographs of these?
Yes.
There's.
Sorry.
Any objection to the court looking at these photographs? Those are admitted, those marked as plaintiffs too?
Yes. I just wanted to do one.
That's fine. No, I have no problem with that. I just want to make sure for the record they're marked accordingly. Plaintiffs too, all the photographs are admitted.
Mr. Gola, it is your desire to seek a divorce from Ms. Gola, is that correct?
Correct.
And so if the court were to not grant this judgment of divorce, would you go back to living as husband and wife? Okay. And there's no reasonable likelihood that the marriage can be preserved, repaired by any means, is that correct?
Correct. Never should happen.
Okay, so In regards to a property, what you're seeking here today is, I mean, the real property that you own was yours prior to marriage, that any bank accounts in your name and solely in your name and solely in Ms. Gola's name are going to be awarded to each of you, correct? That whatever vehicles that you have in your name are going to be awarded to you and hers to her, correct? And there is no marital debt to discuss, correct? So whatever debt you have is yours and whatever debt she has is yours, correct?
It's hers, yes.
Yeah, it's hers. Again, and there's no life insurance and no retirement, correct? And you're asking that the court, not award any type of spousal support and bar that forever, correct? And you're asking that the court provide, a monetary judgment for the replacement of the property that Ms. Gola took that was premarital property, is that correct?
Yes.
And you are seeking a judgment for not only the replacement value of the property that was taken, but the materials to repair the home, correct? As well as making sure all of the time and effort that you've spent on the home this far to repair it and to continue to repair it, that you'll be able to have that.
Correct.
And you're seeking the sum of $10,000, is that correct? Thank you, Your Honor.
You said $10,000?
Yes.
I heard $7,500 for replacement of the property, and I heard $1,500 regarding materials.
Yes. Which would give us $9,000, but that is just materials. He will have to do the labor on his own. He's going to save a significant amount of money by doing that, but he has to go and do all of that. And he's already had to do the cleaning, etc.
Okay.
And that would be the reasoning for the other.
Very well. Miss, do you have any questions of Mr. Gold?
No.
All right. Any further proofs?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Gold, what do you say about all this?
I say that there are certain things that happen, yes, from me, but not all. The last 3 weeks, I was not able to stay in the home because it was infested with bats.
Okay, well, let's go first to the personal property that was listed. There's a myriad of property here, including mattresses, toasters, air fryers, Blackstone, platinum toothbrush, clocks, knives, bath towels, keys to the car, PlayStation, all this stuff. Do you have this property?
The only things that I have the garage door opener, this extra set of keys, and I did take the mattress because I paid for half of it when we got it. Other than that, I don't know who was in and out of that house in the 3 weeks that I was not there.
So that we're clear here. You did not take the toaster?
Toaster, yes, I took the toaster.
Oh. Did you take the air fryer?
Yes, because it was mine.
Did you take the Blackstone?
Yes,
Did you take the platinum toothbrush?
no,
How about the clocks?
no,
Collector knives?
no.
Bath towels?
I took my bath towels.
PlayStation 5?
Nope,
The security cameras?
no.
Tools, including a 3/4 impact?
Why would I? No,
Air conditioners?
I took my air conditioner that I had bought.
One air conditioner?
Yes,
How much did you pay?
I don't remember. I bought it for my apartment when I was living in Bay City.
Other than your towels, did you take any of his towels?
No,
Okay, I'm just asking. Please, I'm not being disrespectful.
no, but some of them did get thrown out possibly
By who?
when just moving and stuff.
You mean you moving?
Yeah.
I see. Storage benches?
I took one that we got at a garage sale.
How much did you pay?
I don't know.
We already talked about the garage door. How about iPhone, iPad, radio?
That he purchased from a garage sale for my son.
A heated jacket,
Nope,
work boots,
nope.
a bicycle,
The bicycle, yes, I did take.
and whose bike was it?
It was his youngest son's, but he had been letting my son use it. And his son is too big for it.
A sound bar? Sound bar. Air compressor,
No,
fishing poles, tackle box,
I took my fishing pole, did not take tackle boxes.
tents,
I took the one that we got from the mud bog or whatever it was.
so you took one of the two.
Yes,
How about outside animal products like leashes, those
I took one leash.
50-foot extension cord,
No,
a chest freezer,
no,
a garage door,
no,
a Bluetooth speaker,
no.
do you have the opportunity to see those photographs in exhibit 2?
No,
Let's take a look.
oh, look, not bad. Yes,
You've had the opportunity to see those?
yes,
Okay. You moved out of the home when?
the 17th
Of July or
June.
June 17th? When you moved out of the home on June 17th, all the property that I had asked you about, the mattresses, all the way to the Bluetooth speaker, were those items in the home at the time?
Yes, while I was grabbing my stuff, yeah, they were, as far as I know, I don't ever remember seeing a chest freezer.
Okay, so you're stating that when you moved out on June 17th, these items were still in the home,
Yes,
other than this chest freezer?
yes, as far as I know.
Did you ever return to the property after June 17th?
Yeah, just moving my stuff.
Okay, so even though you may have moved out on June 17th, you were going to the property afterwards?
Yes, because I could not stay in the house any longer because of the bats.
Okay, so when was the very last time you were in that home?
The 29th?
June?
Yeah.
On June 29th, all the items that I mentioned, from the mattress, but we know that you said you take the mattress from, so essentially from the toaster to the Bluetooth speaker, were those items still in the home?
To my knowledge, yes.
Did you actually see them?
Well, I didn't look directly at them, but as far as I know,
all right? And you're stating for the record under oath that you never took any of these items other than what you stated earlier.
Yes.
The items that you have heard through the questioning this morning, were those items purchased during the marriage or was this before the marriage? Do you have any idea?
We have been together 8 years on and off. So most of it has been before we were married. Yes.
So, you know, for instance, the toaster, air fryer, Blackstone, I'll just start right from there. Were those Mr. Gold's before the marriage?
No. Well, yeah. I bought him the Blackstone grill as a present, which he used maybe 3 times.
Do you have any explanation as to why it's gone?
I had to borrow money for a down payment to get into a place. I needed money to do that, so I sold it.
Oh. Who did you sell it for?
It was, I think I got $350.
Did you sell any other personal effects to get this down payment?
No.
What about the air fryer?
He bought me an air fryer, and then my aunts had bought me one. There were 2. I took mine that my aunts had bought me.
Any of the items that I've mentioned, just so that I'm clear, that were asked about, from the toaster down to the Bluetooth speaker, you don't have any of those items in your possession?
No.
Okay, just want to be clear on that. You've looked at those photographs?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of the property around that time frame?
It didn't look like that when I was there, but
So
I
what-
did leave his cat in the house because it was his cat, and his cat stopped using the litter box. So I was having to purchase pee pads all the time to keep the floors clean. And since I wasn't going to be there, I don't know what he did after I wasn't there. But I couldn't take the litter box and not leave one for one cat.
So when you look through these photographs, for instance, the first photograph appears to have flooring materials removed. You see that?
That was my puppy. My dog did eat the tile in there and the carpet. Like that line there.
Okay,
in the
so
doorway.
the first set of pictures and the
The hole in the door was not my dog. That was his dog years ago.
But the duct tape we see on the carpet.
Yes, that was to try to keep her from stop pulling it out.
Okay. Trying to wait. So it would be page 3, exhibit 2. You see the flooring there?
Yes.
Is that from your puppy?
No, actually, that was from the cats. And that was prior to all of this, because they would get stuck in the bathroom and they would claw at the door when we weren't there.
Picture 5 has the carpeting. What do you attribute that damage to?
Just the cats clawing.
Not your animal, right?
It was all of them,
All.
yes.
And the next set of pictures, again, one has part of the carpet there with no trim. And I'm not sure what the second photo, oh, that's a bathtub that appears.
Yes.
Can you explain what these photographs are? I mean, I know they're off, but how this pertains to this case?
That was just normal wear and tear from there was nothing there holding that down. And
And then we have a bat at the bottom of the picture.
yes, they were everywhere.
Next set of pictures, again, flooring without any trim.
Yep.
Can you explain that?
His cat, who refused to use the litter box.
Next set of pictures, again, flooring, here's where something may have been placed there, and then appears that there's.
That was a mat for the cat's water dish.
What about the bottom picture?
Garbage. I didn't sweep it, so he must have swept, put it in a pile just to take a picture.
Next set of pictures, I'm assuming that is moldy pizza,
Yes, I may have put pizza in there and forgot about it.
okay? And then it appears to be what I'll call the dish that would be normally in a microwave. Is that a yes?
Yes,
Okay. And did you leave the home in that condition when you left? Or do you
I
think-
might have, I didn't even look in the microwave.
Okay. Next set of pictures depict some sort of storm door.
Yeah, that was a brand new screen door that he put on last year, and we had to get a new one because the way he has it on, the wind catches it and it breaks. Well, it did the exact same thing the other one did. I tried to put it back on like 3 times.
Next set of pictures shows the exterior of the home. Well, one set, the first top picture. Can you explain what that is?
Cereal cabinet?
No, the one above it. Here's to the outside of the outside door there.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be.
That'd be the screen that the dog chewed up.
Oh, no,
I can
I-
follow up with that. What you're looking at, I think what you're seeing is that's where the security cameras were that are no longer there.
You don't agree with that, Miss?
No.
Okay. What about the curio cabinet?
That just had my knickknacks in it.
Next picture, obviously, I'm assuming this is the missing mattress.
Yes,
I'm assuming bottom picture, just debris left in the room.
in the room that was my son's, but that looks like it was before we redid it.
Next picture is appears to be a pickup truck.
My aunt's.
Okay, that's your aunt's truck.
Possibly.
Do you recognize the location of where this photograph is taken?
Yeah, right out front of the house.
Oh, I see. And then, for whatever reason,
A bag of cans.
bag of cans. And I'm assuming the next series of photographs, is that a snake?
It is a snake, and I don't even know what that was.
Did you have a snake in the home as a pet?
We had 3. That one was his, and it had something on her neck, and I've never handled her, so I couldn't. I don't know what it was.
Kratom capsules,
Yes,
whose are those?
mine.
Next is appears to be a photograph and then language regarding someone's mother.
That is one of his pictures that sits on the entertainment center. Looks like it got knocked off and broke.
And the next set of pictures would be the grass area outside.
Yes,
The Goodyear tire and this red. Whose vehicle is this?
his truck, I'm assuming.
That's not your. right?
No, it says,
Any idea what this next set of photographs?
dirty kitty litter boxes.
Sorry.
That would be the next final page as well, correct?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, the very last picture is it was a tank for snakes. I think I had mice in that one.
So plaintiff is claiming that all these items are missing and they believe the fair value of it will be $7,500. How do you respond?
Well, I don't have that, and I don't believe so.
Okay, but how?
I disagree.
Okay, you disagree. What do you think it should be?
I think I don't mind replacing the flooring parts where my animals destroyed. Like the tile in the mudroom.
But what about the alleged missing property?
I don't know. I had nothing to do with that, so I don't know.
Anything else you want the court to consider? Anything you want to testify to?
No.
Further questions?
Just a couple. You had said that you had also had cats in the home, is that correct?
Yes.
You had 5 cats of your own?
4.
4 of your own? Okay. And your testimony was that Mr. Gola's cat refused to use the litter box, is that correct?
Yes.
So then the multiple full boxes of kitty litter that you had left behind were exclusively from your cats?
No, he used the litter box to poop, but he would not pee in the litter box anymore because he had gotten a UTI.
And when did he have get a UTI?
Well, I think actually he had it before he left, and I had mentioned to somebody to let him know that his cat needed to see if there was something wrong with it.
Okay. And so you had said you couldn't stay there for the last 3 weeks, correct?
Yep.
You really believe that you moved out around the 17th, is that correct?
Mhm.
Because of the bats?
Yes.
Okay, and so who did you call about the bats?
Nobody.
So you didn't let anyone know that there was a bat problem and that you were gonna be leaving the home? the way
I
that-
mean, I told everybody there was a bat problem. That's why I wouldn't go stay there.
But you didn't, like, you did not reach out to my office in any way, shape, or form, correct?
Correct. Why would I?
Well, my question to you would be, you could no longer stay at the home after the 17th, but you left food out and you left animals there, correct?
For the most part, yes.
And you did it without alerting anyone?
Yes.
Okay. Did you take all your animals when you had vacated the home?
All but one.
And did you leave a snake or a duck or which one?
I left a snake.
How many times were you back to the property removing your items?
I don't know, almost every day. I work, so I had to do it when I had time.
I don't have anything further, Your Honor.
Anything else you want to add? No. I'm going, the court sua sponte is going to call Mr. Gola. Mr. Gola, when was the last time you were at the residence before the personal protection order was entered?
Would have been right after I got out of jail to go get clothing.
Your Honor, there is no personal protection order, there is just a no contact.
Or no,
order.
the no contact, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Thank you. Do you know what date that would have been, sir?
Would have been like the 28th, 29th of December.
He was allowed back one time after that.
Were you allowed back another time after December 28th or 29th, prior to the order granting you exclusive use of possession of the home?
Say that again.
Were you there any other time after December 28th or 29th, but before you had been given exclusive use of possession of the home?
Yes, Officer Reskey and I went there to get some of my winter clothing, work boots and stuff. That's when I realized my heated jacket was missing.
And when was that you went into the home?
I had to say, end of January, somewhere.
2024?
Yes.
And when you went into the home during that time frame, these items that you are claiming are missing, were they there at the time?
Yeah.
When you returned to the home, when did you return to the home and discover these assets were allegedly gone?
Well, when I got back in July 1st, I noticed a lot of it in the home. But as I was cleaning, I had to go out to the garage and try and find cleaning supplies because she took everything, and that's when I started realizing. So it took me about 3 weeks to realize everything that was missing. And I mean, there's probably still more that I don't even realize because I have too much stuff, honestly.
So is it your testimony then that after July 1st, though it may have taken a couple of weeks, the items you've described were no longer there?
Correct.
Do you have any information to indicate that the defendant has them?
I mean, she was the only one there. You know, she already admitted to selling the Blackstone, and you know, we tried to contact her. Jessica tried to contact her weeks before the 30 days was up, and she wouldn't reply. I tried to have the officers contact her the weekend of the 30th. She didn't reply. So
Nobody tried to contact.
So after July 1st, all the items you described were missing, correct?
correct.
You claimed they were there when you were together.
Correct. I have receipts for half of them.
How do you arrive at around $7,500?
Just a guesstimation of prices. I mean, I got receipts, so I got receipts on most of it. But then like my tackle boxes, they're full. I can't put an estimate. I just put $500 down for that because tackle's expensive. It's probably well more than that because it's 3 tackle boxes, but.
So you said a guesstimate, but when you look at the receipts you claim you have you tallied those up?
Yeah.
And are they available for Ms. Gola to see as well?
Well, can I just explain, Your Honor?
Sure.
What we have is just an estimate of, I mean, we did a rough, like when he went through with a rough estimate, you know, the estimate was about 9,500 for the replacement of the property, but we went with, it was used, it was whatever, so we had reduced it.
All right, but I did hear your client state that he has receipts for about half.
Correct, yep.
So when you tally those receipts up, what do you come up with?
For $2,800, we have like physical receipts for, yes. But that's assuming that it's gonna be the exact same price.
Sure. Do you have any, so what are you guesstimating on other than these receipts?
So the 2,800 in receipts, Your Honor, the majority of that would be the receipts for the carpeting and flooring replacements. That's where we had come up with that $1,200. Like, because we could pinpoint how much how much we had paid for the carpet.
Okay, well, I'm talking about personal property.
Well, that's why in the personal property, what we have is I can tell you what we have a receipt for. We have a receipt for an air fryer, a couple Roku boxes, the 3/4 inch impact gun, the sound bar, the PlayStation 5, the Bluetooth speaker, the chest freezer, and then the other ones are for like the carpeting and flooring replacements, because he is
I didn't hear any testimony regarding missing Roku boxes.
I did say that.
I didn't hear it, so if you did, I missed it. But those receipts total what amount? Air fryer, Roku boxes, 3/4 impact, soundbar, PlayStation, Bluetooth, chest freezer.
Oh, there's also a receipt for a clock, Your Honor.
Okay.
The clock that you bought me.
$13.26, Your Honor, is what we have in the personal property, and then the remainder would have been for like the flooring stuff.
And that was $1,500. I'm sorry.
1,200 for the replacement of the flooring, but I mean, there is more in receipts, but because there's a, like, we're not trying to like pay for the entire kitchen floor or the entire mudroom. Like, we're trying to limit that, and that would be the same reason that he would be making sure that he is the one that does the labor, so we don't have to go hire someone to do that. 'Cause
So
that would be
the total you're requesting, is it $1,500 for that? Or $2,800?
for the
Flooring.
no, the flooring. The flooring would be $1,500 for the replacement. And then the replacement value for all of the property that was missing was $75.
Of which 1326 would be the receipts.
Correct. I mean, this was a short-term childless marriage. I mean, I don't think I could find receipts from what I purchased that was my property a year ago.
And Mr. Gola, in your complaint, you've alleged there's been a breakdown in the marriage relationship to the extent that the objects of matrimony have been destroyed, and there remains no reasonable likelihood the marriage can be preserved. Is that true at the time of file and still true today?
Yes.
All right, final argument.
Your Honor, again, I think it all comes down to the fact that, again, this was a short-term childless marriage. We have parties who were essentially married, didn't live together full-time until 4 months later. Regardless of what had happened before or however long they dated on or off before, is not a matter to consider. We are talking about what occurred during the marriage. The property here that Mr. Gola has testified to today is premarital property. It was his prior to the marriage. So regardless, that would be his property. That's what we're here discussing. So regardless of dating previously, it really doesn't matter. This court made an order that she could stay there for 30 days. She had expressed when we were at that hearing that she had intentions of moving out, so she needed to save up money to go somewhere else. Okay, fine. But I mean, there's also testimony here today that she had left 3 weeks prior, the 17th, whatever it was, but she didn't tell anyone or let anyone know that there was an issue potentially in the home and left animals there. I mean, the reality is that common sense would tell you that doing things like that is going to what? It's going to be harmful to the property, the premarital property of Mr. Gola. So, and regardless of whether there is Mr. Gola is the one who is under the no contact order, not her. She could have let someone else know Pat needs to get back into his house. There's a bat problem. She could have contacted her office. She's filed her answers and mailed stuff to my office as well. So what happened was we had to wait weeks for him to get back into that home because he had to wait until the court order and he had taken the police with him. And that is the kind of things that you see. And common sense also tells you if you're going to vacate a property for weeks, you're not going to leave food out to get moldy and gross. And so, I mean, it's unfortunate, but the reality is Mr. Gola is on a significant amount of property. And it was there when he was last at the home. last resided in the home and last visited the home. We would like the replacement value for that and for the materials to fix the flooring and all the damage that was done. So, again, it's fortunate that it came to the court seeking a judgment of divorce, and that for Ms. Gola to have a monetary judgment against her for the property that she took, that was his property that she was not entitled to, and for all of the damages that she had caused, or for her, just blatant inattention or ignoring that there could be potential issues that resulted in the damage to the property. Because at the end of the day, her negligence still contributed to that. Had he been aware that there was a problem, or there was an issue, he could have been back into that home weeks sooner. Maybe that pizza wouldn't have been as disgusting. Maybe the home wouldn't have smelled like feces in your eye. So, Your Honor, we would ask that you grant a judgment of divorce. This really is the only issue, and we would also ask that included in the judgment would be a mutual bankruptcy provision as well, Your Honor.
Very well. Final comment.
I just want the divorce, that's all. I don't care.
Based upon the testimony presented, the court finds the statutory grounds for divorce has been established. Therefore, judgment of absolute divorce is granted to the plaintiff, Patrick J. Gola, from the defendant, Amanda L. Gola. Before I make a finding relative to assets, Ms. Gola, did you wish to change your surname? Your last name?
Yes.
Okay, and what name are you requesting?
Sure.
How do you spell it?
SHARPE.
All right. Now, the court will order that neither party's awarded spousal support. That issue is forever barred. Regarding property, first, the parties are awarded the property currently in their possession, except that if the defendant has any of the property that was mentioned from, and we know she has the mattress, she testified as such, but all the other property listed, if that is in her possession, she's to turn it over to the defendant. I'm sorry, to the plaintiff within 30 days. If it is not turned over to the plaintiff within 30 days, obviously that would indicate that one, she either doesn't have it or doesn't wish to turn it over, but be that as it may, as the personal property in this case, the testimony of the plaintiff was that when he left that property, these items were there. Defendant had exclusive use of possession of the home for a period of time. Plaintiff was not allowed into the residence. When plaintiff returned to the residence, he testified that all these items were missing. He's requesting for the personal property $7,500. He believes it should be $9,500. And again, this is based on his word guesstimate. He's also requesting at least $1,500 for the flooring, some of which, according to the testimony, is attributable to defendant's animal. Some may be attributable to the plaintiff's animals as well. But according to Ms. Risky in the testimony, they're only looking for what happened that was a result of defendant's damage, hence $1,500. Order $1,500 to be awarded to the plaintiff for the damage to the residence. I'm not including labor in this case because he's doing it on his own. To the personal property in this matter, this is a very, very short-term marriage. I believe they were married in 23. They were married April of 23, so we're just a little over a year and 4 months. Again, what is being requested is $7,500, which should be $9,500 according to the plan. Receipts that can be provided by the plaintiff indicate an amount of $1,326. That is also awarded to the plaintiff, giving a total of $2,826. Now, when you subtract $7,500 that's being requested by the plaintiff by the $2,826, we have a difference of $4,674. When the court awards any monetary amount, either be for damage or missed property, there has to be something the court can hang its hat on other than guesstimate or estimate. Now, there's no doubt the Blackstone was sold by the defendant for $350. Sounds like it's a marital asset. The mattress was taken. We don't have a value on that, but the mattress was taken as well. The toaster and air fryer. Court is going to order, before I go to the final total here, that the keys currently in possession of the defendant and the garage remote are to be returned to the plaintiff within 7 days. Relative to the rest of the personal property, deficit being $4,674, court will order $2,337 plaintiff, which represents half of the $4,674 deficit. So I'm giving the $7,500 some credence, but not total. Total judgment to the plaintiff, $5,163. You have any idea, soon to be Ms. Sharp, when that can be paid?
No, I am broke, completely broke, and he knows that, so.
Okay. Well, I'm going to order that it be done within 6 months. In the event that it is not done within 6 months, I can file a show cause and we can address it at that time and we'll address it accordingly. Otherwise, that is the ruling of the court regarding this matter. Ms. Risky, how much time do you need to prepare the judgment report?
Probably get it to you Monday, Tuesday. My office is closed on Fridays, so, within 7 days, I mean, that won't even be a problem.
Let's make the divorce judgment due by September 13th. If it is not due, if it is not provided to the court on September 13th.
Your Honor, you would, I'm sorry, you would like me to just do that under a 7-day order?
You can do that.
Okay.
That's up to you. But if there is no judgment in the file by September 13th, both parties and counsel need to be back in court at 9 a.m. to explain why not.
Okay, my only issue will be, I don't know have a way to contact, soon to be Ms. Sharp. I don't have an updated mailing address. So,
Can you provide that information to her so she can provide you a copy of the judgment?
Yes.
Can you do that today?
Mhm.
you can do that privately.
Yes, but I'll order it that it be done today in private and provide it. Do you have any other questions regarding the judgment or anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Miss, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, and I will state the divorce judgment includes property division that I outlined on the record just a moment ago. There are no pensions. There is no life insurance carrying cash value. Finally, the defendant has restored the surname of Sharp, S-H-A-R-P. That will conclude the proceedings.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, everyone. And we'll walk.
I have a feeling this guy is happy to be done with her. That's just my feeling. And I don't know about anybody else, but I've never known bats to leave pizza in the microwave. She completely trashed his house. And I wish the judge would have been a little bit more giving to him, because she did basically trash the house while he was gone. And then she just wants to say it was the bats. Well, somebody let the bats in, and I think it was her. Just my thought, but I think she did that on purpose. So anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.